What's good, B-Towns? It's your boy, Kick and Raid. I have two jobs. One of those jobs, yay! I do personal training, I do group training, I help people out with their diets and stuff. I do this for you. And my other job, boo, is much less fun, digging holes and doing stuff. And I used to very much enjoy that, and now I tolerate that because you gotta eat. I was passionate about digging, and then as I grew up, I was still passionate about digging holes. I just think it's a Zen thing. You know, you dig a hole and you dig a hole, dig a hole, and you keep digging a hole, and it's like meditation in a way. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do a job where I get to dig holes and it's gonna be great. But there is only so much smashing rocks that you can do before you wanna smash those rocks with your head or your head with those rocks. Anyway, what I'm getting at is, it's been a weird month, lots of things have happened, and unfortunately I haven't had the time to put into this job, yay, because I've had to put more time into that job, boo. I apologise that there isn't 2 videos a week as usual this week, and honestly probably won't be next week. If you don't like that state of affairs, I don't like that state of affairs either, and I'm sorry, but if you don't like it, you can help. If you like the video, if you leave a comment, if you really want to help, share your favourite video, whatever your favourite video is of mine, share it with somebody who you think will also enjoy it. If we can grow this, then I might be able to see some dollar out of this eventually one day and cut back on the job that I don't like and put more time into this job, which I absolutely adore. And that would be the dream. I'm trying to help you reach your dreams, getting swole, getting jacked, getting lean. If you could help me out with my dreams, then it'd be a reciprocating relationship, you know? You give a little, you get a little. I know what I'm chatting about. So today we're gonna make some pickles because pickled red cabbage is awesome. You can eat a ton of it, and it comes in these stupid little jars, and it's too expensive for a stupid little jar, whereas you can make it for like £1 for a whole ton of it. We get through it like mad. I was due to make some, I was thinking about what I could do this morning, and I thought, well, this would be a good one because I gotta do it anyway. Might as well bring you along for the journey and let you know what's going on with life. So that's what's gonna happen. Let's do it. You might find this shocking, but in order to make pickled red cabbage, you require a red cabbage, some white vinegar, salt, pepper, and anything else you want to chuck in there. By the way, if you, like me, have started online click and collecting because you don't want to go outside because... and you may have been fooled by Tesco's price match like I was at Aldi boy. I really dig their stuff. I really dig their prices. I like the fact that you can go somewhere and get your fresh veg and a welder and a rubber diggy and, you know, bear food. I think that's awesome. Anyway, Tesco do a price match thing and they go, red cabbage, 45 pence, Aldi price match. Except this is an Aldi cabbage and this is a Tesco cabbage. There are two obvious differences. One is the fact that this one is wrapped in plastic. Why? This is already wrapped in the Lord's plastic. We're probably not going to eat this bit. It makes no bloody difference other than this is now here forever. And secondly, it's much, much smaller, so don't fall for it, don't be fooled. I would usually use whole garlic and chilies, but pandemic, innit? Run out. And I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there. Foist things foist. Let's prepare the cabbage. The more honking a knife you got, the better. Now it's up to you how you chop it. I like mine chunky. I want like red cabbage pasta. Don't want to get too far into that woody centre. Said I'm doing a buttload. Luckily, I've got a buttload massive jar. Ha ha! Got this from a fish and chip shop. If you go to a fish and chip shop and say, hey man, got any jars? They'll usually go, yes, jar. So I'm just wanging this in here. It's not going to stay in there. I'm just putting it in to see how much I can fit in this massive jar. Don't panic. Don't worry about me. I got jars. I got jars coming out of my... I got jars like JME got bars. Got a few bars of my own, baby. Peel off its protective, biodegradable coating that the Lord gave it. I mean, it's just not necessary, is it? Like, I do think that there are things that we can do on a personal level to not destroy the planet. But I also think that a lot of it is company driven. Like, if you look at who's producing the most pollution, it's not Brenda next door, it's fucking Exxon. So in here I have a colander inside a bowl. Get your red cabbage, stick it in your colander. Now you'll need a saucepan. I'm hoping this one will be large enough. The basis of your pickling liquid is going to be 50% vinegar and 50% water. Vinegar absolutely meant for that to happen. Sweet. It honks. Oh, it burns me. I've got super dry skin on my forearms from cement. I mean, you could say super dry. You could say chemically burnt. Either way would be reasonably accurate. What a drongo. Fill the bottle up with water and stick it in there. Get a bit of heat on that. Now you're gonna want salt. There's no point using the fancy stuff because it's gonna get dissolved, so it's just gonna be a generally salty flavor. But if you want to use the fancy stuff, go ahead, waste your money. I got 2 heads of red cabbage, so I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of salt in. Black pepper, probably gonna go about a tablespoon, but there's no way I can measure it, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. Eyeballing it with no eyes. How about that? And you can put whatever flavor you want to put in there. I would probably use 4 heads of garlic for this. I think this stuff is like 1 teaspoon to a head. But also, it's not as strong as the real thing, so I'm gonna just do that. That looks like quite a lot, to be honest. Boil a kettle. Heat. Stir. This pickling liquid, you can use it for anything. I have made pickled eggs with it, and oh my gosh, I like pickled eggs, but I'd never had a good pickled egg until I pickled my own eggs. I'm being serious. They are actually flavoursome. You know when you get a pickled egg, and it's good, it's a pickled egg, but it's just like, acid and egg. This is like, acid and egg and, ooh, what's that? Garlic, spice, flavor, like not just painful eggs with flavor. I couldn't recommend it more. Yeah, that's looking like it might need a bit more heat to get there, but it's basically all incorporated. Good. You're gonna dump your red cabbage in boiling water for like a minute, just basically softening it up and getting it ready to accept the pickling liquid. I was lame and I'm too masculine to care about it, and I really don't, but the water that comes out of this is just indigo and beautiful, and I like it. And that's it, repeat to fade. Get your red cabbage and stick it in a jar. Apply some ramage, like ram it in there. There's a reason it's called cabbage. It's because it rhymes with ramage. Ram her in. Dig a hole. That's called a callback. It's funnier if I explain it. But Kit, I hear you exclaim, seriously concerned about the problems that I've caused. How are you going to get this back out of the jar? I have a special pickle fork. Whoop! Oh yeah. I can have a jar 3 times as large as this and still retrieve my red cabbage. So don't you worry about me. I got my shit together. Now, the very best advice I can give you is make sure that your jars are heat proof. Don't just be using stuff that you get from the fish and chip shop or stuff that your sauerkraut came in, because you don't know it's heat proof. It could explode and you could just have glass and cabbage. Knowing how my week's been, that could be what happens. Don't do what I'm doing, or do. But it's not my fault, I told you. I don't know whether it's actually any use, but I tend to put my jar in a sink full of tepid water, and I don't know if that does anything, but my theory is water is a great conductor of heat. As fast as the heat gets in the jar, it'll pass through to the water without exploding, or at least the explosion will happen underwater. Maybe that's a good thing. Of course, this could all be just the ramblings of a hungry, bold man. That's tepid. That's exactly tepid. All right. Fingers crossed, guys. You got to stir up your pickling liquid because you want even dispersion. Dispersal. It hasn't exploded yet. I'm going to take a step back. Now, for God's sake, whatever you do, don't put a lid on it. That'd be a mistake. So I'm going to let that sit until it's cool. I didn't do any chopped red chilies. Damn. What else have I got that I can pickle? We can pickle some eggs. You want to make some chili eggs? Let's do it. Let's just make some freaking chili eggs. Boil some eggs. I've got nothing else vegetal that I can... We can make some pickle. Call the whole thing off. We're making chili pickled onions. Onions. I'm going to make some chili pickled onions because I ran out of red cabbage. I thought I was going to do eggs, but I'm the only one who eats pickled eggs, and I'm not the fondest of spicy things. And I know it's not going to be proper spicy, but reasons. Grab yourself a couple of onions. Same as with the red cabbage. We're going to chop it. We're going to blanch it, if you will. I would. Blanch it. You know what I'm talking about. Galadriel. I'm going to be in trouble for this one. Boil a kettle. All right, tell me this. If abuse is not funny, like men being abused by women is not funny, why is male pattern baldness funny? That's a serious issue. It's like being abused by your own head. That's worse, isn't it? Self-abuse. You can leave an abusive relationship, you can't leave your own head. I think I've gone wrong somewhere. For pickled eggs, you want to pickle them pretty hard, so I'm gonna go 5 minutes. We're multitasking now, baby. We're flying. We're doing everything. We're pickling it all. We're pickling it all. Blanch your onion. Wait 60 seconds. And then look at that. Wang it in a jar. Then you got to think about your spice levels, man. How spicy do you want it? I'm gonna put a tablespoon of this stuff in here. Wham that right on top. Give it a spin. Drown it. Superb. That one goes on the shelf. These are good and hard boiled now. Cool the eggs. Peel the eggs. Jar the eggs. Peel the eggs. Jar the eggs. Cool the eggs. Peel the egg. Jar the egg. Peel, jar, cool, peel. Jar the egg. Well, I've absolutely devastated the kitchen now. My work here is done. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm gonna make them spicy. I'm gonna make them this spicy. See how that is. A little bit of one of those. And cover. Do eggs float? Right, that's that. What have we achieved? Well, we are in the process of developing some spicy pickled eggs. I'm not going to put the lid on until it cools. That wouldn't be smart. We are also in the process of developing some spicy pickled red onion, which is great. I'm not going to put the lid on until it cools. And then the big boy, the big chunk. Oh, some pickled red cabbage, unspicy, because not everything has to be spicy, man. We've made some pickles. We're not going to wait 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks is when they'll be peak good, and then they'll last throughout the apocalypse. I mean, you can start eating them straight away. Because of the heat that we put into them, they will pickle pretty fast. So if you wanted to make a quick pickle, they'd be all right later this evening. But you want a week for them to be good pickles, and you want 2 weeks for them to be great pickles. Luckily, here's one I made earlier. Where is eggs? And here's another one I made earlier. So let's try it out as if I'm not eating these all day. Oh, let's use the legendary +10 fork in pickling. Pickled egg. Not spicy at all, but we're going to pretend. Oh. Yeah, the chili really comes through. No, but seriously, this is the best pickled egg I've ever had. It's got flavor, like it actually has flavor. If you like pickled eggs, you will love your own pickled eggs. Is there anything as good as an egg? No. Also, when you're doing pickled eggs, if you put some like whole garlic cloves in there, you end up with pickled eggs and pickled garlic. That's great. Right, let's have a go at the pickled red cabbage. This is about 2 weeks old now. It's tasty. Again, it's not just like cabbage and acid. It's cabbage and flavour. I wouldn't eat cabbage. If you gave me cabbage, like I'm not a salad boy. There's nothing wrong with salad boys. And I'm not saying that salad boy is a type of boy. I'm just saying I'm a boy and I don't like salad. It's not like a soy boy or whatever. I don't think there's such a thing as a salad boy that's a bad thing. It's delicious. It's like 1/6 of the price of buying it. You can actually do it in volume. And then afterwards, you got all of the nutrients from the cabbage that leak into the pickling liquid. You can use it as a base for smoothies, or you can just drink it straight from the jar. And it's really good for you. So that's that. Once again, low calorie, high deliciousness. I mean, there's protein in eggs. I can't say low calorie, high protein for a fucking cabbage. Pickle everything you can find. If you pickle something weird, hit me up. Let me know. On Instagram, I'm at ReadySetBeast. On YouTube, you're already watching me. I'm here. I hope to be back next week with a video, and then the week after that, hopefully back on 2 a week. But life is weird and tough sometimes. And until I can diversify my income streams, Ty Lopez gonna help me out. He's not. We are where we are. But it's a pleasure to be here for you, pickling shit. Pickle some stuff, save some money, eat more volume, live well and prosper. That's what I mind. Anyway, look after yourselves, get them gains, be well.